Hey everybody. So today I want to talk about a story earlier this week where Greta Thunberg was detained by police during an eco-protest in Western Germany, and I just want to quickly break down the situation. According to Sky News, the Swedish environmental activist has been taking part in protests against the demolition of the village of
Lützerat,
which is due to be cleared to make way for the expansion of a nearby coal mine. It is the second time that the Swedish activist who joined protests on Saturday has been moved on by police in the village this week. The force said the activist was not arrested but was instead carried along with other protesters for identification, and she was released after a brief detention, police confirmed. Now, on its own, this story is irrelevant, but the reason I want to talk about this today is because I've seen quite a few people online praising Greta for her courage and standing up to these quote-unquote evil corporations who don't care about the environment. But I think it's really important to understand what Greta is protesting and why I think she really needs to step back and look at the bigger picture. Now, to make a very long story short, I want to quickly give you guys a brief rundown on what's been going on in Germany, specifically around the current energy crisis that they are dealing with. In the 1970s, Germany started importing natural gas from the Soviet Union, which is now present-day Russia. Now, in the last 20 or so years, the German government has been slowly phasing out their own coal and nuclear power plants, and they've also, at the same time, been investing trillions of dollars into renewable energy. The ironic part of this is that while Germany has been closing their own energy production locally, they still needed to get the energy from somewhere. So what's happened is that they've simply filled the gap with Russian natural gas. So much so that over 55% of Germany's natural gas imports came from Russia. When Russia invaded Ukraine, Russia was hit with many sanctions by the European Union and almost every Western country. And recently, Russia has blackmailed Germany by essentially giving them two options. One, drop all sanctions, stop funding the Ukrainian military, and mind your own business, and we'll keep giving you your natural gas. Or, keep the sanctions in place, keep funding the Ukrainian military, and we're going to stop exporting natural gas to your country. Well, Germany chose the second option, and since September of last year, Russia kept their promise and shut off the taps to Germany. So what do you think happens when more than half of the energy you were importing is all of a sudden gone? Energy prices skyrocket, of course, to a point where it's almost unaffordable. You have high demand and low supply, so the only option is to boost supply. And the way that Germany has decided to do that is by reopening coal plants that they've previously shut down and expanding them to meet demand. Obviously, there is a lot more to this that I could go into, and I'll probably make a video breaking down the current energy crisis in Europe. But now that you guys at least see the bigger picture and understand why, in my opinion, it's pretty ridiculous for people like Greta Thunberg to protest the expansion of these coal mines, because it's quite literally essential for the German people to afford to live and put the lights on in their house. Remember, it's the middle of winter. The Germans need to heat their homes. So as much as I can agree that, yes, coal does pollute quite a bit, unfortunately, this is necessary in order for Germany to keep functioning as a country. Anyways, that's all I want to rant to you guys about today, so thanks for watching. See ya.
Every time a Western government implements a net zero policy, it's common folk that are suffering, especially in a cost of living crisis. Do you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, it's horrible that people are being affected by different things, like example the climate crisis and so on. People are being displaced and losing their lives. It's horrible.
But they can't afford to eat or heat their homes because of the net zero policies.
Yeah, that's definitely why we are experiencing the cost of living crisis, yes.
I agree. Thank you.